Hi, welcome to this month's Global Stampin' Video Hop, where it's all about vellum techniques. There's absolutely so much you can do with vellum, and I love this paper. This is just to share with you what vellum is. This is just the A4 sheet that you can purchase, and it's just a beautiful sheer paper. And as you will see, you can do so much with it. I do have some samples to share with you with some other ideas at the end of the video. But yes, this is just the basic vellum that you get, and you can use that straight as it is to really soften a project. Or you can get this textured patterned vellum that Stampin' Up also sells, and you can see it's already not stamped, pre-patterned, I should say. It's on vellum, and it's got a white overlay of, like this one is leaves, and this one has stripes, and these are called, let me just let you know, Vellum Basics specialty designer paper. Just love these. And so let's get started. So I'm going to take a piece of vellum for this particular card that we're going to make today, and I'm going to grab some Stampin' blends, and I am going to add some of these colors. Now, when you're doing this technique, there really is no set pattern that you have to use. You can just be random. Let me just check. Whoops. So I'm just going to add, and I try and keep it round, and you can come back and add some more anyway. And that is Shaded Spruce, and then I have got Lost Lagoon. So I'm using the paintbrush end. As you know, I've got the more finer tip and then the paintbrush end. So I'm using the paintbrush end just to add some different colors in here. And I have got a light one. I'll just add that as well. I'm just covering the whole thing, and I might come in with a little bit more. There we go. Now I've put some alcohol, and I have used this 70% isopropyl alcohol, and I've just popped it in one of our spritzers, and then I'm just going to give it a good blast with the alcohol, and I am going to get my blow dryer. So by doing this, you can add some circles. Don't know if you can see that. And then I am going to, bit of a mess here. I'm just going to use, let me just get my dryer again and straighten that out. Okay, vellum does curl with heat. Okay, and then I'm just going to grab my pens, and I'm going to add some flicks of colour and some Shaded Spruce as well. So that's one technique that I'm going to be using today with you, and the other is we're now going to, and hopefully I can just pop that on there. Let me just fold that over. I'm going to grab my, I don't often bring this on my desk, obviously, because it is a bit big, but I'm going to be using the Trefoil's embossing folder. I'm just going to pop this in. And I'm going to pop it in on an angle, just so to get, because the leaves don't run over the whole thing. I'm just going to angle it so I get as much of the leaf pattern as I can on this. And then I'm going to run it through. Just slowly. Pop that to one side. And okay, and as you can see, that's given a beautiful, beautiful leaf pattern on this. In both sides, you can see that side is also quite gorgeous, but I prefer this side, I think, that has the more of the leaf outline. And when you emboss vellum, it goes quite white because you've distressed it, and the outline of whatever you're embossing goes very, very white, which is fabulous. Okay, so let's pop that to one side, and then I'm going to grab, I'll get my paper back again, and the stamp set I'm going to be using is the Merriest Trees, and I'm also going to be using these amazing tree dies that come with this stamp set. And I love creating pink trees for Christmas, and any of the people out there that know me, you know that that is a favorite color of mine to be using. So I'm just going to show you quickly, because it is all about vellum, so I won't really go into this too much, but I just got two colors. I got Berry Burst and Bubble Bath, and there may be enough on here actually, and I've just, because I didn't want it too dark, so even if I ink up, I would have just taken a lot of the ink off before I added it, because I wanted that sort of lighter version of the Berry Burst. So you've got to do it with just minimal ink on the brush. Sorry about the wobbling when I do that. Okay, and then I added some pink as well, Bubble Bath I should say. There we go. So basically covered the whole thing, because I'm going to I'm cutting out a few of those trees, and then just to add even more texture, I just got some got an aqua painter, dipped it in some water, and then just added some dots, and I love how that turns out. It dries pretty quick. Okay, and this is when you cut them all out. I've cut all these pieces out, and I'm going to be using those for the card. Okay, so let's put the card together. I've got pecan pie here. Let's get rid of that. Pecan pie, and I've used this from the Merry Trees. Let me just double check. Joy of Christmas, I tell a lie, Joy of Christmas, and it has a wood pattern with some musical notes on there, which is just gorgeous. Okay, I do have a link of all the products used in the video comments anyway, so that is very helpful if you want to know what I've used for anything. Okay, now I always like to pop on, well, it's always nicer to pop your vellum onto a white background, and that makes the pattern or this what you've done on the vellum really pop. So I've added that, well, I will add that. Now the one thing about vellum, of course, as you know, is the fact that it does show through any whoops, I've got pink on there, that's all right, any of the glue or the adhesive that you use. So I'm just going to use my tear and tape, which I find is the best really for being hidden, so to speak. So I'm going to, I know my tree, I'm going to put the tree, that's the biggest one, about there. So if I, for a start anyway, just flip that over, and then I know that I can run the glue down here, run the tear and tape I should say, and then I can pop that on. There we go. And then I'm going to pop that onto there. As I say, I've got some fabulous samples of some other amazing ideas with vellum, and I'll put a link in the comments because just recently I did a video actually on five ideas with vellum, so I'll pop that link in as well so that you can check that out. Okay, so let's pop this in. Now I'm going to glue these down because as you'll see there's quite a few layers on here. Right, so let's just glue this one. In this set, in the dies, there is a, you can put a tree trunk down there, but I didn't actually think, oops, I'm going to take that over just off center just a little bit. There we go. And because it's such a big tree, I think when you Christmas trees, when you decorate them at home, of course, don't have that tree trunk visible really, do they? So I opted not to have it today. But obviously you can pop that in if you want. And then before I had put these on, I just used the blending brush on the edges with the berry burst to add just a little bit of dark around that edge there. Just adds a bit of shadow really, makes it really pop. So as you can see there's a few layers, so that's why I didn't use dimensionals. You can use these, each one of these of course, as a separate tree, but I just wanted to show you this fabulous idea with the different layers. So it makes like a three-dimensional tree, just beautiful. Okay, last one. Right. Oops, stuck to my finger. Beautiful. Okay, and I think those greens go beautifully with pink, don't they? So another die in that set is this one here, and I have used the adhesive backed glimmer paper that is on the online exclusive site online, and these cut out these gorgeous decorations. So I have got, where's the other one gone? I did have one more. Okay, this one goes here. So there's one for each level. I'll have to cut another one if I can't find it. It should be here somewhere. And of course, as I was saying, they're adhesive backed, so perfect for when you lift it off. Actually, as you can see the difference in color, it takes the backing off, so it makes it super easy. And just make that a bit more one. Last one at the top. And found the other one. Let's pop that on. So pretty. I've also done a little star with the silver self-adhesive as well. See how the adhesive just stays on there, which is fantastic. Now I've just got to get the star out. There we go. Okay, and of course we need a sentiment, and I have just used this to you and yours, and I'm just going to do it like a tag coming off the tree like such. Let's pop a couple of dimensionals on the back. Just use some mini ones. And oh, don't want it there. There we go. Right, and I've got these beautiful they're called iridescent adhesive backed discs, and they're really bright and happy, like fabulous decorations on your tree. So let's add a couple of them. I'll do pink, of course, because it's a pink tree. Go. Okay, one last thing. Just got the silver bow using the Simply Elegant trim. And just pop a glue dot on there. There we go. Super cute. To you and yours. Okay, so kept it really simple, except just so you can, the vellum technique at the back is the highlight. I am going to just put a little bit of this in the corner, just to keep them down a little bit. Oops. Not too much. There we go. And you have your beautiful Christmas tree card. Just love how that turned out. So just to show you some other ideas with vellum, you can use it just as a background. So I've used that DSP, the vellum specialty paper with the stripes on the back of this one, just as a layer. For this one, I've just added it, embossed it like with the same leaves, I think, with the circle die, just to add that on the background as a sort of layer also, but a textured layer. And then once again embossing the background and using just the embossed background. I think that's absolutely gorgeous. I keep having these cards upside down. Just beautiful, beautiful, and see how that goes quite white when you emboss it. And you can use it obviously to emboss. This is white embossed with happy birthday. Just makes that very soft and delicate. I've used this with rings in the background, so embossed and then, well, cut out first. You always got to cut it out first and then emboss it, because when you put it through the embossing, it will flatten out any pattern that you have. So I've made rings of vellum. It's just a soft extra. I just love the additional extra. So I've coloured this one and then die cut it. Oh gosh, I keep putting them upside down. Coloured the vellum and then die cut it for this card. This one I have coloured it and used it in the background. For this one I have just also used it in the background, on the top actually, to soften the gingham and add an extra layer. So you can see that that's just softened that colour really nicely. And then this one also coloured in the background. So there is so much you can do with it. As I say, it is just endless. It's just a fantastic, fantastic medium for using on different cards and styles that you're creating. So really hope you do give it a go. Make sure that you like and share my video if you enjoyed it and would like other people to share it as well, to watch it as well, and make sure you click on to the next person in this video hop, and I'm sure you'll learn some fantastic ideas on using vellum. Thanks so much, and I'll see you again next month. Bye.